I go to a concert. I don't really do anything.
Yeah, same here.
I don't really.
And that's a musician kind of thing for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm listening to the music. I'm like, oh, I cut that diminished, whatever, demolished. Woo, I was sick. Like I'm thinking about
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff, and I'm hearing it go, "Don't get on your feet." And I'm like, don't know what to do. I want to just get into my music, get into my zone.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Zap. This is Jericho, and we're Band of Future. We are a 6-time international award-winning pop hip-hop music duo. We make clean, fun music that everyone can listen to with a sound that is uniquely Californian.
Sir.
And you are now watching or listening to, or both, to the Life's a Circus podcast, where we talk about everything that's funny, everything that's interesting, everything that is ridiculous. So, yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share this video with someone who gets hype. Okay.
So this is about
because hype people are the people who need to go to concerts and not lame people. And the reason I say this, and this is centered around our topic for today, is because recently Lil Wayne,
Weezy, baby.
Wheezy, if you will.
Baby. Young Moolah.
You do that too well. He had a concert in Los Angeles not too long ago, and he left the concert early because people weren't being hyped. They were just, like whatever. And I brought the topic up is because it's being a band from the Los Angeles area. We've experienced this. Now, obviously, in the comments from that post, a lot of people were on the side of the audience because they think it's the artist or the performer's job to make the audience, get hype or get into it. And so if that doesn't happen, then it's the artist's fault. But speaking from the artist side, there are definitely places that you go where people are just not as, shall we say, responsive.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do, really.
Yes, yeah. And Los Angeles is one of those places. Like it's and it could be like a lot of different reasons for that. But a lot of times I don't think it's on the artist, because even us, like we've done the exact same show in Los Angeles that we did in like San Diego, and it's two totally different reactions. And it's just like a Los Angeles vibe thing for people to just be like, I mean, there's so many reasons. One is like people are so like too cool to do anything out here.
Yes.
Like they just too cool. They go, they show up, if they show up, and then they just kind of like stand there, they look at you, they nod their head maybe, and that's all you're gonna get, man. People aren't like going nuts out here. And I think the other part of it is like, again, it's Los Angeles, so you got like the best of the best entertainment out here, and so many other things that are just equally as amazing. So like it almost becomes routine when you do something amazing out here. It's like routine for people, so they see amazing all the time.
Right.
So it's hard to be even above that,
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you think, man? Do you agree with the people? You agree with the artists? You think it's a mixture of both?
It's always a mixture of both. I mean, there's two sides to everything. I just saw a video of Lil Yachty, which I don't know much about his music, but I know the dude just goes, right? And basically, he got it's one of the best things I ever saw, like in a concert. He got the entire venue to basically have like a water bottle, like they pass out the water bottle at the entrance, and then on the count of whatever, everyone threw the water in the air, and it just looked like an explosion. It was so dope, and I was like, but if you listen to his music, I don't know his music, but I could sum it up in like, yeah. I don't know what that is, but I think that's right. Let me know in the comments if that's how his music goes. I think it
sounds like, right to me. I don't know.
Just all of it, right? But it's just so like, and all the people that are into it really like that, that vibe. And so people just, I think when XXX Tentacion was alive and he was doing his shows, I would see the same thing. People just losing their minds. And it's part of a cultural thing. I think people are a little cooler now, not just in California, but sometimes just a reception to music. Maybe because it doesn't. Yeah, there's so many angles you could take. It doesn't move people in the same way because it's not as good. I've talked about that before. Maybe that's part of it. It's like it's not feeling the same thing. Because when I watch videos of people going to concerts like the 60s, 70s, they were just because they were so into it, and maybe they're a little drugged out too. But they were just so excited and singing along, and so that's kind of part of it. But on the flip side, it's like I don't think you have to be hype to enjoy the experience, which is kind of hard to translate to the artist. Because, for example, I'll just give myself, it's like AA meeting. I'm in Jericho. I'm a recovering critic. I go to a concert. I don't really do anything.
Yeah, same here.
I don't really.
And that's a musician kind of thing for sure.
I'm listening to the music. I'm like, oh, that diminished, whatever, demolished. Woo, I was sick. Like, I'm thinking about all that kind of stuff. And I'm hearing it go, okay, on your feet. And I'm like, don't know what to do. I want to just get into my music, into my zone, and just kind of vibe out on my own. Then once in a while, I'll get into something. I went to see Chris Stapleton last year. This great country singer, man, he's good. And he's just singing. And he's not like a big hype guy, but when he's playing his more energetic song, he kind of swam, but no one's like going too crazy. So it kind of depends on what you're trying to get out of it. I am above everything. A fan of the idea of energy in and energy out. So you just, as an artist, you give your best, and I think the right people will reciprocate it. Now, here's the other thing that we haven't had enough experience with as other people. We still perform in places where people don't come for us. So it's not like they're coming to get the Bandit Future experience, because there are certain people when we performed, we can tell, oh, we're for them because they are really liking it. And other people are just like, it doesn't really speak to me, right? Now, in the case of a Lil Wayne, I don't know what happens at that level, because you've obviously been established, you have a fan base, and so partially it might be on you. I would go so far as to say, if you're a smaller act performing at a place where people aren't there to see you, then it's more of the audience being not as receptive. If you're the artist, if you're the name, you got to do that thing where you perform as if they've never seen you before. Because I think a lot of artists maintain that, and that's why they perform for 50. Man, I heard you got to go see the Rolling Stones. Why? They're 8,000 years old. But dude, just the experience is apparently mind-blowing. So as the artist, if you're established, you've got to do that. So Lil Wayne, I've watched concerts of Lil Wayne where I was I wouldn't have been hyped for that. He doesn't look, he's just going to show up and I get hyped for it. I don't think that's how it is. Whether a Lil Yachty, where he gets up, I'm just going to do it again, because to me that feels like his music. He just gets up, whatever. And I hear that, I want to, whatever. I don't even know what it is.
I feel like there has to be some kind of element in, I don't know, I didn't see the concert, but it has to be some kind of element in Lil Wayne's concert. But a lot of other people were saying it's because he's an older older artist, so he has an older audience.
Well, that's true. And so, people our age, and so
I feel like if you're at a concert and you're 18 and you're at a concert and you're 35, you're gonna act differently.
That's true.
Probably. So that's a thing too. But you talked about for people who are not musicians, you'll pull the curtain back right now. And for people who are musicians, you're going to be like, yep, there's always somebody at the concert when you're on stage and you just look and they just, everyone's grooving. And then there's that one person who just stops, and he might nod his head, or fold his arms, put his hand like this. That's a musician. That's a musician who loves what you're doing, but you're not going to see in it. You're just going to see, he did that. What kind of guitar is that? Oh, it's nice.
Exactly.
And he's inside here. He's just like,
right.
And then he'll come and talk to you like, hey man, you guys sound pretty good, man. You know, that was dope. You can spot them like a mile.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. And if you ever want to get like evidence of that, watch the concerts where you can see like the side of the stage where there's other acts and there's the other musicians watching the act on stage, and they're all in the same. They're all in the same. Like, man, how does he get that sound with the humbucker? You know, I have the new. Has he got that new tremolo system? He's got Floyd Rose. I don't know. That's all they're doing is processing it.
Yeah, it was just nerding out at the concert.
Exactly, but the one scene you can definitely get if you are around enough musicians is that laugh and that kind of like that turnaround thing. Like someone does something that's ridiculous, like someone that hits this crazy run, right? Everyone goes like, that little like bomb explosion. That's a sign of a musician for sure. They know music really well. So, and it's like, who's your audience, who you're playing for? But it is fun.
Or a nice woo.
Oh yeah. I heard that. Yeah. I was at a Corey Henry, great organist, pianist, and one of his shows. And then the bass player, Sheree Reed. I know I'm gonna play bass. He's a ridiculous guy. And I locked eyes with him a couple of times, and I just kind of kept making this like face. I'm like, you're killing it, bro. And so I noticed after a while, he'd be looking at me like, hey, am I still on him? Like, like, you know what I mean? So we had that unspoken thing.
The stank face also.
Stank face.
That's a staple of the music community.
Yeah. So it's really hard to say exactly what it is, but it is super fun to play for audiences just losing their mind.
Oh yeah.
But then the problem with that maybe is if you take an extreme like the Beatles, where all the girls is yelling and screaming and not even listening to them, right? Like that's what they kind of said was turning them off from performing live. Like no one's listening. They're just yelling the entire song. If you listen, it's not like they started yelling when they came out and then quieted down to listen and then yelled. They were just yelling the entire time. And that's also like, well, I mean, why am I here? Just stand here. But you want people to be active. So you do your best you can with your energy on your stage, on your part, and then you hope that you get the right people to reciprocate it.
Well, let us know what you think in the comments. Is it the responsibility of the artist? Is it the responsibility of the people to come to the show and be into it? Like, who does it fall on? Let us know in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, share your thoughts, and share this video with somebody who just stands there at concerts.
Oh, man.
Because they are the problem. No, I don't know. Maybe they are. I don't know.
Scarecrow imitation.
Did I say everything I'm supposed to say?
I think you said all the things, man.
All right. Don't lose your job. Don't lose it.